Let's move on to the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins walked into the 2025 NFL Draft with very limited picks, but walked out with a class that just might be one of the sneakiest in the league. Let's talk about what they pulled off over the 3 days and how it sets them up for the future. So day one, in round one, Miami Dolphins took Kenneth Grant, the dominant defensive tackle out of Michigan. Now listen, Grant is a straight-up load to deal with in the trenches. He moves incredibly well for his size, and he's going to clog running lanes from day one. He is a day one starter for the Miami Dolphins, I do believe. That said, the debate here is about the value. The Dolphins passed on Derek Hammond and Walter Nolan, both from whom many believe had higher upside. So while Grant fits the need, this one doesn't feel like a home run. It felt solid. Now, however, if Kenneth Grant can live up to those expectations, can mold into an amazing player, this could easily be the steal of the draft. Moving on to round number 2, Miami Dolphins made a move to get their guy, trading up for Jonah, the guard out of Arizona State. Guys, I'm terrible with names. I even had the pronunciation. I'm still going to F it up. But this dude's a brawler. I went back then watching because I am a Big 12 guy. I like my Kansas State University, right? I got the K-State hat on right there, baby. But I went back and watched this guy play. Guys, he is a brawler. He's a powerful base. He's a great anchor, and he's going to compete immediately for that right guard spot vacated by Robert Jones. Yes, they gave up some mid-round picks to do it, but if Jonah locks down that interior for the next 5 years, nobody is going to question this move. I love this pick, and I think they nailed it. Now, here's where it gets fun. Day 3, the Miami Dolphins guys absolutely cleaned up on the back half of the draft. First, they stacked two more defensive tackles, Jordan Phillips out of Maryland and Zeke Briggers out of Georgia Tech, I should say. Both are big body run stuffers. It's clear Miami wants to get tougher up front, and they made that theme throughout this draft. I love the toughness, and I love the eagerness that the Miami Dolphins wanted to bring in 2025. And then at the corner, they snagged Jason Marshall Jr., a guy who was once projected as a day 2 pick. Got him in day 3. His cover skills are legit, and if he develops properly, Miami might have just found a future starter in the 5th round. Now, they weren't done adding physicality quite yet. Dante Trader Jr. from Maryland is a downhill safety who loves contact. Go out there and watch his film, guys. He blows people up. He is going to fly around the field, and he is going to pop you in their mouth and then ask your mama out for a date. He could find his way on the field early in sub packages and definitely a special teams player. And then it came the 2 most intriguing late-round picks of the entire draft. Ollie Gordon II, the running back out of Oklahoma State University. Guys, this guy is a workhorse. He adds a physical punch to the backfield that's been speed-oriented for many, many years. Miami needed a thumper, and guess what? They got one. Ollie Gordon, the second guy, he is going to be a great 1-2 punch back there in the backfield in Miami. And yes, they did draft Ken Ewers, the quarterback out of Texas. He slid all the way down to the 2nd round, and now he walked into a situation where the Dolphins' backup quarterback has always seemed to get reps. This is a no-pressure, high-upside flyer. If he develops, great. If not, no harm done. That was an excellent value in the 7th round, so let's talk grades. Now, day 1, I'm going to be a little bit harsh, as I do love Grant. I think Grant is solid, but was he the best value on the board? That is going to be very debatable, and it could be debatable for the next couple seasons, but I got to give them a B- right off the bat. And then day 2, I got to give them an A-. Their first overall pick in day 2 is a very aggressive, but he's smart. They filled a major league, and they got a starter. But then day 3 is where they nailed it. They hit it out of the park. They get an A+ on day 3. This is where Chris Grier and the front office did their best work. They added depth, they added value, and a long-term upside all over the place. High risk to very, very little reward. I really, really like that in day 3. So the final grade for the Miami Dolphins is we got to roll down Miss Davis. We got to say, come here, Miss Davis. I give you a 10. Guys, the Miami Dolphins get a Miss Davis A in the final draft grade. This draft was about physicality. It was about depth. It was about smart investment and future flexibility. They hit the trenches hard, loaded up on defense of talent, and took calculated late swings. It wasn't flashy, but it was football smarts. In this class, if this class develops the way it is set up to be, Miami may have just built the foundation for long-term sustainability. But don't just take my word for it, guys. What do you guys think? In the comments below, did the Miami Dolphins earn their A in this year's draft? Did they hit this draft out of the park? Or are they still kind of like, they did well, but it's still the Miami Dolphins are still a last place team in the AFC East. I want to let you guys know. But before to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this with a couple of friends. And guys, we do remember that we are live every Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time, right here at youtube.com and forcetastebud.com. And we are a live interactive show. So make sure you hit the comments down below and let's talk about it. Now, this is where we cue Hoffy in.
Pigskin pun.
He would be reading the comments and Hoffy would be like, you know what? Y'all stupid. But this is a pre-recorded show today. Spoiler alert. But hey, it is what it is. Pretty soon we will be back live, raw, uncut at 9 p.m. East Coast time. But until again, guys, enjoy the pre-recorded shows. With that being said, let me wet my whistle a little bit. I got my Dubby Energy, guys. Actually, this is the Dubby Hydro. This is the watermelon lemon flavor. Absolutely love it. 2 scoops of that, a glass full of water. Amazing. Just like a Gatorade, but without all the extra sugars and crap like that. If you guys want to pick you guys self up some Dubby, head over to Dubby.gg. Use promo code MANHOUR. Save yourself some bills, y'all. But with that being said, let's get back into the draft and let's get in talking about the one and only